Hey y'all, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you guys how you can get a small business line of credit for your business. So the first thing you need to know is there is a difference between business lines of credit and business credit cards. With the business line of credit, it is a revolving line of credit which provides flexible options for business capital, giving you access to funds when you need them without having to pay for what you don't use. So, what is a business line of credit? A business line of credit is a flexible business loan that allows you to borrow up to a certain amount or credit limit to cover short term working capital requirements. When you get a business line of credit, the lender approves you to borrow up to a certain amount of money and you're able to access some or all of that money as you need it. After you fully pay off a portion you've used, the full amount of your line of credit is available for you to use again. Although business lines of credit do operate very similar to a credit card, they are not the same thing. Credit cards typically have higher interest rates, and in many cases, a line of credit does not have a mandatory monthly payment system. So, in short, business lines of credit are similar to getting a business credit card. The only difference is with the line of credit, you can draw cash from that amount that they give you, which is called the line of credit. You can draw funds from the line of credit that they give you without any penalties versus using a credit card. If they give you a certain amount and you take cash from that card, they're going to charge you more money for taking cash from that card, and you're only going to be able to use a certain percentage of that credit limit for cash purposes. So, with a business line of credit, it's good to take out cash and you continue to take it out as you pay the portions off that you have used. So, how does a business line of credit work? Unlike a term loan, business lines of credit allows you to only pay interest rates on the amount you actually use. For example, if a business owner has a credit limit of $150,000 but only uses $40,000, they only have to pay interest on the 40,000 draw. Once the amount has been repaid, which is the $40,000, the business owner can draw additional funds up to the amount of their credit limit, which is the $150,000. So again, as you begin to pay the amount off that you use, which is called a draw, once you pull that draw and you repay it, that money will be back available to you. The types of business lines of credit. There are several different types of business lines of credit. Just like a regular business loan, a business line of credit can be either secured or unsecured. A secured business line of credit requires the borrower to put up an asset to be used as collateral, while an unsecured line of credit doesn't. Since an unsecured line of credit involves a higher risk on the part of the lender, the borrower needs to have a higher business credit score to be approved for one. So if you have not began building your business credit before applying to get a business line of credit from this company credibly or from any company, you want to make sure that you have a business credit score. You can go ahead and begin building your business credit score so that when the time is needed, you can begin getting business lines of credit to use to expand and grow your company. With the business line of credit also come in different term lengths. You have the short term and medium term. Unlike with loans, term lengths have nothing to do with how long you have to make payments on it or how long it's available to you. Instead, the different terms indicate things like interest rates and spending limits. For example, a short term line of credit has higher interest rates lower limits and lower revenue requirements, similar to short-term loans. Conversely, medium-term lines of credit have lower rates and higher borrowing limits, much like a medium-term loan does. So with this company, Credibly, you can get both secured and unsecured business lines of credit, and the max is up to $250,000. So again, if you have not begun building your business credit, you want to go ahead and get started with that now, no matter what type of business you have, or if you have started receiving money from that business, you still want to go ahead and begin building your business credit so that when the time does come for you to generate revenue and you need business funding, you can use other people's money so that you're able to grow that business. So, with the line of credit versus term loans, the main difference between a term loan and a line of credit is how you receive the money and the repayment term. Term loans provide a specific sum of money that is repaid over a fixed period of time, otherwise known as a loan term. Lines of credit, on the other hand, provide a revolving account that allows borrowers to draw up to a certain loan amount, repay the amount borrowed, and redraw up to the amount of the credit limit to receive additional funds. Unlike keeping up with the fixed payments of a term loan, you will be required to pay interest on borrowed balance while the credit line remains open. In many cases, lines of credit borrowers are required to meet a minimum monthly payment to avoid additional fees or penalties. Some lines of credit are open ended. The line does not close after a certain period of time, as it does with a term loan. Others may close or become inactive after a certain amount of time or period of inactivity. So basically, with a line of credit, again, that's going to be revolving, meaning you can continue to use that amount that they give you over and over again. And as you begin to pay that money back, that money becomes available for you to use again. Somewhat like a credit card, but it's not a credit card because you can get cash, which are considered draws. With the term loan, that's going to be something similar to someone having mortgages and also someone having car notes. You have a term loan, meaning at a specific date, you will no longer owe on that particular thing that you have with the term loan. So, with the term loan in business, it's the same thing, meaning on a specific date, you will no longer have to pay for that loan amount again. Once that date comes, you are no longer paying any more money towards it. But the difference is the line of credit, you can continue to use it over and over again, the money that they give you. And with the term loan, they will only give you a certain amount one time per your application. Is a line of credit right for your business? As a business owner, there are often times when working capital is tight without liquidity to cover businesses' expenses like payroll, inventory, rent, and utilities. It can be difficult to maintain operations. As one of the most flexible financing options, lines of credit are great for ensuring that you have the necessary working capital to meet your business needs and have access to emergency funds if needed. For many businesses, a line of credit is the go to solution for stabilizing cash flows as borrowers can secure access to funds and then draw at a later time when additional working capital is needed. It is also a great option for those who need to remain adaptable. After all, small business owners often have a limited window of time to seize the opportunity when it arises. A line of credit allows you to quickly access the funding you need to pursue the initiative. Because you only pay for what you use, lines of credit are also great emergency funds. That said, a line of credit would not be the right option in certain scenarios, such as trying to open a startup. This is because the total cost of capital is typically low with a term loan. So, with the business line of credit, it is good to have, even if you do not need funds at the moment. If an opportunity comes up for you to expand your business or to invest into a different business, you can do so with a business line of credit by taking that draw when needed. So, how to get started with a business line of credit? You get to pre-qualify online. To get pre-qualified, follow the Get Started button and enter some basic business information. Online approval. After your submission has been processed, a business consultant will reach out to discuss the options you qualify for. Receiving secure funding. Upon approval and accepting the offer, funds are deposited directly into your bank account so you can use the money immediately. Line of credit application details. You need a minimum of a 560 plus personal credit score, 6+ months in business, located in the United States, and your business has to generate at least $50,000 in annual revenue. The required documents that you would need will be just like any other business funding. A lender will want to see proof that your business has been doing well or turning a profit. You may be asked to provide things such as basic details about you and your business, an expired government issued picture ID of all owners, bank or financial statements from your business checking account / accounts receivable, which will be your most three recent. For loans over 100,000, they require your most recent business tax return. Lenders who offer business lines of credit will also want to know that you would only be using it for purposes that will help your business grow, not for things like paying off past losses. Interest rates and fees. With the interest rates and funding amounts, they begin at 4.8% and are based on a review of your business, personal FICO score, and other factors, and origination fee may be required. So let's go over the different advantages and disadvantages of the line of credit. The pros is only pay interest on the amount you borrow and use rather than the amount you qualify for. Lines of credit or flexible as long as you stay within your credit limit, making them an ideal solution for stabilizing cash flows. Build your business credit. With this, it will report only to your business credit. Unless you default on this, then it will go onto your personal credit as well. So the good thing, as I've already mentioned to you guys in multiple videos, is with business credit, it frees your personal credit up because it never reports onto your personal credit unless something happens where you do not make those payments. Different cons are it can be difficult to increase your credit limit, meaning that lines of credit may not be the best solution for growing companies looking to continuously finance new initiatives. Lines of credit often have lower borrowing limits and fees, and additional charges can add up if used incorrectly. Business lines of credit can be more difficult to qualify for than other financing options. But again, as stated, as long as you guys go ahead and get your business legalized within your state, have your EIN number, get your business bank account, and make sure all your business funds are going directly to that business bank account first before paying yourself, you will be okay. And you also want to make sure that you're building that business credit. No matter what type of business you have started, you're looking to get started with, or you're thinking about starting, you want to go ahead, get registered with your state, and begin building business credit. Building business credit can help your business to generate more funding with the lines of credit. So that's going to bring us to the end of this video about your small business line of credit. I hope this video helped you guys. And if you have not began building your business credit, if you have not began making your business legal within your state, you want to make sure you stick around for the playlist that's going to play right after this video. On this channel, I teach you guys all things finances so that you can begin building generational wealth for you and your family. If you would like to see more videos teaching you guys about how to get business loans, business credit, fix your personal finances, and all of that good stuff, make sure you go ahead and hit that bell so that you'll be notified of all upcoming videos. And I'll talk to you guys on the next video.